I'm coming in for morning of check day 4, and the river is a washing machine today. I don't know, I'm still up here at the boat ramp. Looks like 8-inch rollers, and you can see it's gonna be fun getting across the river. I think I do have a fox, another gray fox this morning. At least the game camera was sending me pictures. The fox is still on the sandbar, been there half the night, so he should still be there. Plus whatever else I got caught. We'll get over there and find out. I'm about halfway down to where I think I've caught that fox last night, but I'm gonna be putting in a couple 220s and them runs I found yesterday. We'll be putting one in on a standard 220 Conibear stabilizer, and I'm gonna be putting in another one. They was a supporter of our channel and a pretty good fabricator. It sent us some stuff to try out, and this is a Connie bracket that he's got welded to the top of it looks like a leaf spring shackle, but it's designed for Conibear use in the runs. I can see where this thing will be stable, really stable. You push that down in the mud, it won't have any twist to it at all. And we'll get these sets made and take a look at them. But I'll be using 2 of the 220 Conibears because these runs felt a little small to be beaver, a little big to be muskrat, and we'll just have to go from there and see what they are. Here's run number 1. Whew, I was gonna get out and wade over to it, but it's like knee-deep mud, so I come in from above it. I'm gonna shove the stand down in that run. Whew, that was a booger. I'm gonna find a better way to get over here. That mud is at least knee deep. Once you get down in it, it's hard to get your boot back. I'll get this set put in and get them both put in. We'll back up and take a look at them from the canoe. This is how this, I believe the channel is called Hunting Fishing Nuts. If I'm wrong, I'll fix it. But I'll put a link to his channel. He's making some cool stuff, and he said he wanted me to try one of these. But it's like a big U-bolt or a bolt for leaf springs with the Connie bracket welded on top. But I'm going to shove that down in there on that run. It runs right up through here. It don't have any wiggle to it, and Connie bracket's going to hold it pretty good. That, to me, that's more solid than the single stand Connie bracket that they sell up here. This has wiggle to it. And they could twist it if they hit the frame. Well, they're not going to twist this because it's got the 2 prongs of the leaf spring shackle down in the mud. It won't twist. I'll get that set put in and move down to the next one. Right down in there. You can barely see the top of the 220 down there. There's the Hunting Fishing Nuts set right there. And I do have a hook for retrieving the U-bolt shackle. If I make a catch, that won't be no problem. But I'm gonna move down to the single rebar stabilizer set and take a look at it. You can barely see the top of the 220 down in there because that runs like this. That's the way the jaws of the 220 are. I got it shoved down in there, and this run is not as deep as that one, but both of them are very active. They already got a duck and dive underneath all those sticks anyway. That should put a head in that 220. And I made sure I got the safeties off before I left the traps, because they are a booger to get to in that soft mud. I'll keep moving. Well, I do have another gray. He's caught deep in the number 2. He is a chewing. I'm going to do something with him. Get him dispatched. Nice fox. Another gray. Just look at the amount of fox tracks. These foxes have spent all night up here on this sandbar. I'll get up here, get him dispatched, and get the set remade. But he is gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's gonna be my remake on Dirt Hole. The fox tore up some grass, and now I'm using it for backing. Bedding the trap right back here, offset to the right, back about 12-14 inches, because they've been, from the tracks I'm seeing, they're holed up a little bit and doing a whole lot of stepping back about this far back. I see on this other set, I've got the trap right up in here, and there's a whole lot of tracks a little further back. That's telling me they're trying to reach in or something. But I've taken the grass that the fox tore up and kind of fenced it in a little bit. I'm gonna put my pan cover back over the pan, sift it back in. But there's my gray. I'll get this set finished and move on down. This is a real good look at the gray. There've been some comments about how small they are. Well, ours are small. I don't know if they got Swift mixed with them or what, but compared to a red fox would make at least 2 of these. And this is the adult male. I had another one with it last night in here on the sandbar, but this is the only one of them I picked up last night. That's the 3rd fox on this sandbar. I'll get down through there and check the rest of the sets. I know I had abandoned this spot yesterday. Just look at this. They come in and dug the stuffing out of this spot. They wanted the stuff that was back in that cave and back in that hole. But now since the water has dropped so much, that gives me an opportunity, since they're already coming here, digging. Whatever did this, probably a great big old raccoon. Can't say for sure just yet. It kind of looks like a raccoon, kinda. But I don't know, kind of short, wide-footed. I am going to put in a dirt hole now. Let them come back and try that again. They already know it's here. They come dug it up. Let's put in a dirt hole. I'm turning this back into a set, but it's a dry land set. I say that it's as dry as this wet sand. I do have the trap bedded back right here. And throwed another small piece of mackerel back in there because that's what they're already digging for. Fenced it in a little bit. It's that row of mud. Just gonna put them stepping right here. And I'm gonna pull the drowner cable. I've got it buried up here. I'm gonna pull the cable out and deep water anchored off. But whatever it was, sure wanted whatever I had in that cave. Said it'd come dug this stuffing out of it. And come back and do it again. Still nothing in that bottom edge set, but there's a trench. There's sticks and stobs and everything under there, but there's a trench right next to that pole where stuff has gone through in the past. But nothing in it. I'll keep moving. Come up on this next pocket set. The 1.5's not fired. The raccoons have simply just flipped the trap over in the bed. Mm-hmm. I'll have to get that one redone, but they were curious. Maybe it won't fire. I don't know what they thought they was doing. And I'll chunk another piece of bait up in there. I'm sure them raccoons done reached in there and got what they could. They smooth flipped the trap over. We'll be going in right underneath. I mean, this is a little vertical bluff. Vertical bluff runs right down through here. And right up underneath this stuff, right next to this vertical bluff, there is a trail. I'm going in with another blind set, 1.5. Foxy Flattail said, get down and look at it like you was a mink. He was only 4 inches tall. You're gonna go through some of the tightest little places you could find. And there is a trail running right beside that little vertical bluff right there. I didn't see any need to take a spade and shave it off because it's already shaved off. And I'm going to put it right up underneath that grass wad, right in the trail itself, and run the. It's going to be a Fleming 1.5. And we'll run it out into deeper water on a drowner cable. Another blind set going in. This pocket set, you did make a catch. It's just a big old butterball raccoon down there. I'll get him pulled in and we'll take. He's bigger than what our normal raccoon. At least he looks it from now. I ain't got him pulled in yet. But the pocket set up here did make a catch. For me, that's a big old butterball raccoon. Yellows I'll get out as the water's starting to drain off his fur, but I mean yellow. He's a big old raccoon for our area. Now that's not saying a whole lot because we don't have a lot of big ones. I'll let him drain a few minutes and load him behind me. That's 2 catches so far this morning. Just the 2 catches this morning. Got the gray and a big yellow raccoon. Not that bad. I mean, there's not as many players on the field as what there was. This is the 3rd fox I've taken out of here. I don't know whether something's going on with our raccoons, because even with these pocket sets, the raccoons should have been all over them, even if you didn't catch mink. So the numbers must be bad low right now for some reason. But I got those 220s set in the dens, the bank dens I just found. We'll see if they produce. And I'll give it a few more days in here to play, and then go find some beaver trapping to do. Thanks for following along. It's the catch of the day. Just a big yellow boar raccoon and a nice male gray fox. And when we get out of here, hopefully we'll catch some more tomorrow. We'll see.